What is up, you guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about Toggle, which is a great time tracking app that everyone should use. This is going to be a desktop tutorial, even though there's also a mobile app. So why do I think everyone should use this? Well, I think everyone should use this because everyone should get an idea of how they're spending their time. It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it, by Seneca. So in today's video, learn how to use this app to see if your time is being spent accordingly to your goals. If it's not, I have another app to do that. Remember to take breaks. This app is just a tool and it shouldn't be used to beat yourself up. Please stay healthy. So let's get right into it. To create a new account, just press this button, enter your email and password, or you can also sign up via Google or Apple. I highly recommend signing in via Google. That's how I signed in, because it's much faster to log in every time you want to use Toggle. So let's log in. Press the account you want to log in with. And as you can see, we're on the main page. This looks quite confusing right now, but I will be explaining how to use it, so do not worry. So now I'm going to show you how to use it. It is super simple. You just input the activity you're about to do. For example, I'm going to say I'm watching TV. And you just press this button over here. This is called the timer mode and it works like a simple timer. Once you have finished the activity, you just stop time entry by pressing this button. As you can see, I spent 11 seconds watching TV. You can also input time using the manual mode. This one right here. You just enter what time you started the activity, and then you can put when you think you're gonna finish it. So let's say I'm watching TV for 20 minutes. You click this button right here, and as you can see, I watched 20 minutes. I normally use the timer mode much more because it's more accurate to track your time. But if I know an activity is going to be completed by a certain time, so I already know when I'm going to finish the activity, I'll just use the manual mode. Both are extremely helpful to track your time. Now I'm going to show you how to edit the time entries. Let's say I made a mistake and I haven't been watching TV for 20 minutes. It was only 10. The first way to edit this is by pressing here and by editing the finish time. Now we press enter, and as you can see, it has been edited to 10 minutes. You can also edit the start time. The second way we can do this is by pressing in here and choose the time we spent. So let's put it back on 20 minutes. We press enter again, and as you can see, it's back to 20. You can also delete time entries, and there are many ways to do this. You can press the button next to continue time entry and press delete. As you can see, it has been deleted, and now I'm going to press on continue time entry. The timer is on, and I can press on discard time entry to discard this entry. I'm going to do that again and press on stop time entry. Now my activities have been grouped. I have one entry of 3 seconds and another one of 6 seconds. I can delete each of them individually and edit them individually, or I can just delete both by pressing here. But I can't edit them in group. The last bit is by pressing on here. You can book edit all of them and delete all of the activities I did today, but I rarely use this feature. Now let's create a project. You can do this when creating a time entry by pressing this button. As you can see, these are all my projects, but I'm going to create a new one. You can input a name. I'm going to put TV, and I can change the color. You can also assign a client. I'm going to say it's chilling. You can also create a project by pressing this button. But let's head back to projects. As you can see, these are the hours I spent on each project. And you can also create a new project from this section. Finally, you can press here and view the project in reports. It shows you how you spend your time with this project over a month. This is the client section. Toggle is made for businesses and for work-related stuff, but I think students can also use it. Because in clients, you don't need to put your clients. As you can see, I have two clients, chilling and productive. You can add another client here. If I was to add another client, it would probably be social time. And in a second, you're going to see why clients are so important and why I use them so much, even though I don't have any clients myself. So for now, we've only been talking about how to input data and not how to use it. So let's dive right into one of the features that's going to let you know how you spend your time. It's called the calendar view and is a beautiful way of seeing how you spend your time during the day. Each of these sections represent a time entry we created over here. As you can see, the TV one cannot be seen today because it was way too small. I must also add that each color represents a project, so be really careful when choosing your colors for your projects so you know how you spend your time during the day very easily. For example, my chilling time or time I spend on social media, watching Netflix, I always categorize as gray. This way I know when I'm being productive and when I'm not. The report section is another great way of seeing how you spend your time. You can check how many hours you tracked in a month. So this month I tracked 82 hours, and by using this circle I can see my projects. So for example, this project represents my chilling project and this one workout, etc, etc. You can even see how many hours I spent on each project by looking over here. I can also group by clients, which is why I use my clients. And as you can see, this month I spent 54 hours on productive stuff and 27 chilling, so watching Netflix, etc. I can also change the view. I can go to today, to last week, this week, and even this year. And finally, I'm going to be speaking about tags. I don't use them anymore, so that's why I'm going to keep it brief, but I think it's very useful to know that they're available. You can create a new tag over here, and you can use them over here. So I'm going to say time not used. Before I used to have a rule that was for every hour of work I did, I allowed myself to watch YouTube or a Netflix show for 20 minutes. So if I didn't use that time to watch TV, I'll categorize it as time not used, and if I did, as time used. So I hope you have a better idea of how to manage your time, how to use this app, and are now working towards a better way of spending your time. As always, see you on the next one.
You wanna say it, baby?